Hello seekers of fun, welcome back to the Gaming Pantry for a pickups video. This is Retro Bear, sitting in the big chair, welcoming you to another few moments of your time which you'll never get back in your life, as I show you some stuff that I've purchased from establishments and things that have been sent to the post, which is great. Sporting my Straight Outta Breath t-shirt because, I'm severely out of shape and overweight, but hey ho, there we go. Hope you're well. Enough of my problems. Hope you're well. Anyway, welcome back to the Gaming Pantry. Nice to have you here. And yet, not a lot to show you today. But I thought I'd better do a video, keep the old algorithms going, you know. I've actually got a couple of film, funnily enough, so this is going to be the first of maybe three I'll be filming back to back. Or maybe across 3 different nights. I don't know yet. Anyway, there will be a couple of videos to come. So what else happened? What are we talking about today? So we're talking about very interestingly, we went out on Saturday just gone, and picked some stuff up and met another YouTuber, which was good for the first time, which I'll talk about very shortly. And I've also had a Christmas present come. Now yes, Christmas present. Yes, it's February, I'm still getting Christmas presents. This is weird. Although I've just finished eating the Christmas food, so that would also imply why I'm completely fat. I don't know. I wasn't expecting this at all. So anyway, got home from work the other day and Mrs. Bear said, "Oh, this is for you." I said, "Oh, yes." Because she buys me things every now and again. Not that I deserve them, of course. Which is really weird. And I said, "Oh no, this is a Christmas present that didn't arrive in time." I was like, "What?" Speaking of presents, the reason I've still got the old air traffic control headsets on, it appears that the sort of mixing desk is what, as they use the industry term, as knackered. So we've ordered a replacement. I say we've ordered, Mrs. Bear's ordered a replacement, and that should be here momentarily. So I should probably go back to the old clip-on mic at some point, but I think it's given up the ghost, really. So we're getting a pretty much as new one, exactly the same model. So in reality, that's great for me, because all I've got to do is just plug stuff in again, put the settings as they were, bingo, jobs are good, and hopefully. So that's why I've got the old headset on. Anyway, I'm digressing now, aren't I? I'm going on a tangent. So this Christmas present arrived for me, and I wasn't expecting this at all. But yeah, it's quite thrilling, actually. Quite happy to have this. So if I show you that, you can see there, hello cave dwellers. This is actually, she got me the colouring book of retro computers. How about that? Imagine having that when you were a kid. Wouldn't that be fantastic? This is done by the Retro Man Cave. I'm not sure whether there was a run originally and whatever. It's volume 1 as well. 30 pages of tech nostalgia. And it's absolutely fantastic. I'll just show you some of the insights. See, this is the sort of thing. So you're getting a picture there. And the great thing about it is you'll notice, you may not see on here, I don't know if I can get close enough, but it says there, rather than say the brand name with the right finger, no, not that one, the other one, that one, no, the other way, there we go. It actually says it's called the Chunky Video Game System, as opposed to what it's known as. And I think every single one of these in here is exactly the same. So we've got a Moon Wars tabletop there, which of course most people will know as Astro Wars. Each page is sponsored by various people. There's a Spectrum 48K with the rubber keys there. I'll just show, because people, oh, it's all old stuff. No, it's not necessarily all old stuff. There is some exciting. There's an N64 there. There we go. So it's just absolutely brilliantly illustrated. I said that the person who'd done this, a person called Stu Cambridge, has really captured the essence of these here. I mean, look at this. This is, what's that one there? Power supply unit user's guide. Game Boy there. So there's some lovely illustrations in here. So I just need some colouring pencils now, and I should be well away. That's a Mega Drive there on that page. You can see it says 16-bit across the thing. So it's really well done. So thank you, Mrs. Bear, for a very late Christmas present. Yeah, very different that. So She does watch lots of retro man cave. So yeah, great stuff that one. So that's one of those interesting little things. I think did I get a good colouring book years ago? I'm sure I did. That was a Doctor Who one, wasn't it? I had a Doctor Who colouring book for some reason. I have no idea why, but speaking plainly, that is different. Different things like that are interesting. So yeah, I shall have great fun colouring it all wrong. that's what you do, isn't it? You colour it. You don't colour it the right colours. You colour it the wrong. No, it's meant to be made. It's meant to be done. So yeah, I think you can buy them from the website. They have. They're not. I've not. We have purchased that. We haven't been sent it. So just in case anybody thinks I've got an endorsement or something. An endorsement. Anyway, right. So let's go on to some pickups then. So that was Christmas 2021. I think it's the last gift last year. I may get something in April. I really don't know. So this Saturday we had to go out. We didn't have to. Well, we did have to. We took Mrs. Bear box shopping, which as she calls game hunting, which is very unusual. But she had to go because she had to go and see a man about some consoles. So we went to Hidden Chest Gaming to see Dainster because she's doing done a couple of systems for him to see if she can get him up and running, which she has. Great. So nice to pop in there and see him again 3 weeks out of 4. It would have been 4 out of 4 had Sean come down last weekend, but he had car problems, so that was it. But more importantly, we met a YouTuber there as well. I mentioned him in my YouTube shout-out video last week, and that was James of Retro and Import Gamer UK, because he lives reasonably close to where we do. So he came down, he got there just as we did. Great to see James, really nice guy. We didn't get a chance to spend too much time together, so hopefully another time he'll come down and we'll do a couple of shops and have a bit more time to spend out and about. But yeah, it was good to meet James, very, very good. And he bought a few things. I won't spoil it for him because he'll do a pickups, I'm sure. And while Mrs. Bear was sort of going through talking shop with Dana, and I thought, well, I'll go and help myself and have a look through some of the games that he's had in recently, because he's getting bitten each time. So there's not a huge amount of stuff here, but I did manage to pick up a few odds and stuff for my 8-bit collection. Yes, it's another set of 8-bit stuff. Am I just buying 8-bit stuff at the moment? Probably yes, but not exclusively. Cause I don't want to keep. But the thing is, I don't know if I keep talking about Dana Shop all the time, but one of the great things about the way he's laid his 8-bit section out is it's easily accessible. You can get into there, and it's you can browse through it. I'm not knocking other shops from that, but compared to how some shops lay it out, he's really made a proper sort of 16-bit, 8-bit micro area in his shop in one section. And it's easily, you can get, and everything's like, so it's good. He had a load of new stuff coming as well, which was good. So I had a quick poke through that. James was poking through it as well. He picked up a few bits and pieces, so that was good. So what have I got here? Well, I've got one more Amstrad game to show you. Remember the last video I did, which was all that stuff I got from Vintage Gamer, the old Amstrad Lorien video. So I got one more, which I think Dana's had since he opened up. But I thought, well, I'd spent a certain amount. I thought if I spend another few pounds and I'll round up to a nice even number. So I bought this. It's not the original case, so I'll have to swap this one out. And it is a Hit Squad. No, I'm not. And this is Afterburner, which I think I paid £3 for. There we go. I'll show you the back. So you can see it's the black case, which isn't the right one, but there's some various screenshots on the back. But generally speaking, the 8-bit versions of Afterburner weren't great, obviously, because it's a great hulking arcade machine. It's not going to get a proper conversion. But from what I've seen of it up and running, it doesn't look too bad. So I shall have to play it. But I think I may now have all 3 8-bit versions of Afterburner now. The Spectrum, the Commodore, and the Amstrad one, possibly. Yeah. So anyway, that was £3. So I thought, well, I'll nab that. It's a nice, easy one. And then the rest is Commodore 64. I've picked the odd Commodore 64 game up on here, but mostly recently it's been either Spectrum or Amstrad stuff. So what have we got? Let's do the big one first of all. Now, I watched a video by Retrobait last week, which is he was doing his top 10 Commodore 64 games based on films. It was a very good, very, very good list. He did a very, very good job on that. If you haven't seen it, go and see it. It's very, very good. But he also mentioned one game in it which I thought, oh, I thought that wasn't meant to be very good. But Paul did sort of go on about it, and I thought, well, maybe I'll keep an eye open for that one. And lo and behold, when I was in Hidden Chest Gaming, I found a copy of it, and it's the dual case version, which I was even more excited to pick up. And it was just in because there's a sticker on it. So it's a James Bond game, and this is Licence to Kill, so it's one of the Welsh ones. And it's got a just in sticker on it. I love that. That's been on there. That's an original sticker from where it came from. Brilliant. This is the big case version. You're not going to see an awful lot on the back there. But Paul did say how good this game was, and I thought, well, I shall give it a go. I don't mind the old James Bond games have generally got better with age, I find. There's the tape as well, so you can see it. But yeah, so and that was very well priced. I think paid a £5 for that. I've broken the case now as well. There we go. But yeah, it's nice to find a dual case size as well, which is good. So £5 for that, which I thought was a very, very good price. I've seen it more expensive elsewhere, I think. Sorry, Dana. But I think, well, online anyway, it's more expensive online than most things are. But everything else here was an absolute, excellent prices as always. So yeah, so £5 for that was a good price. Let's do some budget stuff, because there's 3 budget games here, and then there's three full price re-release budget games. A couple of Codemasters titles. This is Pro Boxing Simulator, which I think I played on the Amiga. It's even got the original W.H. Smith 299 sticker on it, which I think is brilliant. So obviously there's 16-bit screenshots on the back. I think Codemasters put 2 games out. One was called Pro Boxing Simulator, and one was called By Fair Means or Foul, but they were the same game. It says, fighter to become world champion. All the moves: punches, body blows, uppercuts, knockouts, even fouls. Dodgy refs who let you foul, bloodthirsty crowds. This game has blood, sweat, and tears of the real thing. Probably written by one of the programmers. But yeah, so that would have cost you obviously £2.99 back in the day. That was a £1. Great, a game for £1. Brilliant stuff. This was also £1 as well. Another Codemasters game, Pro Tennis Simulator, which I haven't played. I think the one budget game I remember, I think, was a Firebird release, which was called On Court Tennis. But yeah, tennis games, apart from Super Tennis on the Super Nintendo, never really worked for me. I don't like tennis anyway, full stop. But again, that was £1, so great value on that. I must go through my Codemasters games because I've got so many now. I know we had Dana quite a few in there. I thought I should have a look. This one I picked up purely for nostalgic reasons. Again, a lot of people who know this channel will know my affiliation or affinity with American sports. But this is a game we played back in the day, and I won't tell this story in full because I've been tagged in this video response for 10 gaming memories, which I've got that all sorted out. I've got the games written down. I've even rehearsed it. It's unusual for me. Now, I say rehearse it, I've gone through it in my mind as to why and what how. So I will film that. I've been tagged by a couple of people. So thank you for that, and I will do the video. No problem at all. I'm going to talk more about this game in that video. But this is anyway, On-Field Football, which I think was the very first American football game I played on a computer. This was from the Firebird Silver 199 range, but this was pay £3 for this. It's I tell you now, it's not a very good game at all. It's horrible. It really is horrible. You can just see how basic it is. It's basically 4-a-side American football. But compared to things like End Zone, which was like a management simulation and wasn't a management simulation, the one I really want is 4th and Inches, and I'd nearly bought that a couple of 3 weeks ago, so I have to go and try and find out where that was again. But yeah, that just brings back memories. I will talk about it in that video response when I do that one there. But yeah, it was £3 that one. This one was £1. So we've got some budget re-releases now. This is on the Kicks label, which is the US Gold one against a Firebird game. Now I think when, again going back years, I'm pretty sure a friend of mine had a pool game, but I think it was called American 3D Pool. I can't remember the software publisher. I don't think it was Team 17. It might have been, but he had it on the Commodore 64. This I don't think is the same game. I think this is slightly different, and this is actually 3D Pool. And again, this was £1 as well. So, but yes, you can't again quite see that at the back. So, but yeah, it's not out, and you got perfect focus. So what happened there? Not bad, that one, but yeah, that's obviously. I think we paid that before. That was £1. Nice little pickup. This one was a couple of quid. This is re-released. This is one of those games which, you know, I talked about Afterburner earlier about being impossible to convert. This is like the unconvertible for an 8-bit system like the Commodore 64. This was $2.99 from W.H. Smith's again, and this is the C64 version of Dragon's Lair re-released on the Encore label, which was Elite, of course. And if you remember Dragon's Lair, or you don't know Dragon's Lair was a very, very, very early Laserdisc arcade machine, which was practically like playing a film or a cartoon. There just wasn't a lot to it other than move the joystick one way or the other. Now, I've heard so many different things about these sort of game. This one, whether it was well done because of the limitations of the system, or it's still a rotten game at the core of it, but it's not quite as bad as you think it is. I mean, it's nothing special to look at, and you're never going to capture the Laserdisc quality on that. I mean, I think you can buy the Laserdisc DVD game for a couple of quid, but that was £2, so that was good to pick that one up. I've got Escape from Singe's Castle, I think, which is a follow-up to this one, on the Super Nintendo. I don't think I've got an 8-bit version of that, so yeah, that was good. The big box version of this, which he also had, was £8, so I don't mind having the budget version. So I do like, and they're easy to sort of get more of these. I can collect loads of these. How many I've got space for? Probably need another couple of hundred or so. Fantastic. And this one was this was £4, and it's a classic game. I remember playing the first one of these, and I don't think I actually got around to playing this. But I was watching a compare video this morning on YouTube before I went to work, and I was I was crushingly disappointed with how bad the C64 version looks. Now, I don't know whether there was an American version or a UK European version, I don't know. But the Spectrum version, although lacking the colour, was very well drawn. The Amstrad version had loads of colour, as it always does, and looked pretty good. Even the scrolling was good on it. The Amiga version was a bit off. Actually, quite surprising. It wasn't great. But this one was like the worst of the lot. It was just looked like washed out, and there was no thought gone into it. The other versions in the original arcade game, I believe, have an energy bar. The Commodore 64 version was like you get 3 planes, 1 hit and you're dead. So I may have made a terrible purchase, I don't know. This is 1943. Again, this is the Kicks re-release. I should know better because it's a US Gold release, or Go, I think, of the spin-off software house called Go. But those screenshots on the back look fantastic, but those are not the Commodore 64 ones. In fact, looking at them, I think the middle one's the Amstrad one, and the bottom, well, that one there, as you look at it, I think is the Spectrum one. That's the Amstrad one, and that one there, I think may possibly be the arcade or the Amiga, but there's not a Commodore 64 one on there. Compare that. The Commodore 64 version I saw this morning has got a sort of like tiny blue plane, black enemy planes, black bullets, and a very sort of washed out blue sea. So I hope that is not the actual finish. I was really disappointed with that. I paid £4 for that, which is even more gutting. I paid more, but we live and learn, don't we? They can't all be belters. Yeah, and that is it. So like I said, it's just a quick whiz around this time. So yeah, that was it. So hope you enjoyed that. So we got a fantastic colour book. If you do get a chance to pick this up, go and have a look at it. It's really, really good Well, I mean even just as a piece of artwork, if you really wanted to, you could sort of take those pages out and maybe put them in frames and hang them around your games room or something like that, or even sit down and colour in your Vectrex. That'll be good. So when certain things wind you up on YouTube, like these videos that I do, and the infuriatingly annoying habits of buy some other games other than 8-bit stuff, we want some others. You can while away the time having a bit of a colour in. We all need a little bit of what's the word? Peace and tranquility at times. It'll take you back to your childhood when you used to colour in stuff. that's good. Also got the leaflet there, and also there's the games as well, which was a nice pickup. So yeah, 20 quid on the games. I think that's a very nice little deal there. Very happy with that. What we got, the ones with 8 games for 20 quid, and 2 of them cost £9 between the pair of them. So that's what 6 games for 11 quid. It's not bad at all. Is it? A couple of quid each. And you know what? And interestingly enough, games that I would want to play, I've not bought them because they're cheap. They're games I would actually sit down and play. I might play them once, but that's it. But a lot of this stuff has been accumulated over the years and been purchased because the price is right. Come on down, as the case may have been. These have been purchased because I actually really want to play those. So we shall see. In the meantime, if you have enjoyed this very, very short video from me, please don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, tick the bell for notification when further videos go up. I've got a couple of videos to film. I've got I said that video response about my 10 gaming memories. That'll be coming very, very shortly. And another one I've got as well, which I'm going to be going through part of my collection, and I'm going to be showing off some a part of the collection for something I've shown off quite a long time ago but has now grown. That's really going to show what's he going to show off this time? What is he going to talk about? I have absolutely no idea. I will stop talking now. This is the Retro Bear. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon.